No, the castle cannot be dismantled in case of a hurricane. They actually, there's a button. It requires 2 guys have to turn their keys, and then they hit a button and the castle can actually lower into the ground. They don't have to take it apart at all. It's pretty amazing. I'm going to preface this now for people watching later or do not understand this concept. Everything you're going to hear in this show is going to be incorrect. It is made up for comedy and entertainment purposes. That is the disclaimer. Do not get offended by things being wrong. That's the purpose of this. We're going to have a little fun, do something different. And then I'm going to get back into character as soon as I'm done with this disclaimer as the know-it-all Disney fan who doesn't actually know anything. But yeah, here we go. Here we are in the middle of Disneyland in Florida. There's a statue of Marcus Ilios Disney, the founder of the park, and his creation, Mortimer Mouse. Ilios is, Marcus was famous for having created the Ilios Pizza, and that's how he made all the money to build the park. That's why all the parks sell pizza, to celebrate that heritage, the rich pizza heritage of the Disney company. Marcus Ilios Disney. I'm just repeating it so I remember it. This is Cinderella's castle. Belongs to her. She owns it. She came from a very rich family. Never had to work a day in her life. Just was given a castle. She didn't even have to marry a prince. They just gave it to her. They're like, here, take it. You're blonde and pretty. You should just have this. So it's Cinderella's castle. And fun fact, in the middle of the castle, there is an apartment. And it's, in fact, the apartment where they filmed the NBC show Friends. Was filmed there, so yeah. Oh, I think we got a cavalcade coming. Yeah. Oh, we might as well wait here for the cavalcade. See some beloved Marcus Ilios Disney characters. Yeah, the clapping in the show actually wasn't like a laugh track or anything. It was just people. It was people watching character stage shows and fireworks and stuff. Just happened to be in the show. Here come the performers doing a series of TikTok dances. Oh, are they? They're going a different way now? They shorten the route again? That's a correct fact, by the way. Oh, there's Rufus the dog. Marcine Mouse. And there's Mortimer again on the top. Hi, Rufus. Oh, Darkwing Duck. And his girlfriend Dipsy. They shorten the route again. Oh boy. I think we got to start at Adventureland. They're spelling Mortimer wrong. Why are they spelling Mortimer wrong? Don't you know? We're going to Adventureland and Caribbean Plaza. Caribbean Plaza, of course, in 1971 is where they put the Caribbean Beach Resort. But then to make room for Pirates of the Caribbean, they had to lift the resort up and move it. Only Disney. I don't know how they did it. Just lifted building by building and just drove it down World Drive. Thanks for the super chat, by the way. I missed the super chat. Markland, thanks so much. Oh, Eric Morton, the inventor of salt. Yes. One of our staff members. This dog is very excited. Here's where the Illuminati go. There's an Illuminati meeting room in all 4 Disney parks here in Florida. Oh, the citrus duck. Let's go talk about the, I'm going to find the good shot of the sign here. We'll go this way. Everyone's just stopped there. This is the Jungle Navigation Company Limited Skipper Canteen. Gets its name from a legal settlement the Disney company was forced to make that a skipper could indeed be a teenager. That's why it's called the Skipper Canteen. Yeah, before that, teenagers weren't allowed to be skippers. I'm not touching the Swiss Family Treehouse. It's gonna be offensive in some way. This, by the way, is this is an approved face mask. So if you want to come wearing this to the park, you're allowed. An approved face mask. It has ear holes. You can't see it. There are hooks for your ears behind there. These camels actually are not originally from the magic carpets of Aladdin. These gold camels were given to Marcus Ilios Disney by the Sultan of Agrabah in the 1950s. And they actually both of them stood outside of his Los Angeles home for many years until Ilios passed away from a really bad case of heartburn. Too much pizza, man. Thank you, K-Jack. Yeah, the camels were moved here. They always spit, though. The camels always spit. The spitting feature was added by Marcus so he can, get the Jehovah's Witnesses off his front lawn. You just hit a button and it would spit on them and they'd run away. Here's the Jungle Cruise. This was the first K ticket at the Disney parks around the world. Originally, it had real animals. But yeah, a non-teen skipper was eaten within the first week of the park's opening by a tiger, a Bengal tiger. And so they decided maybe they should be robots. Yeah. Very sad. Here is Marcus Disney's Enchanted Tiki Room, famous for being the world's first attraction to use simulated bird droppings. Imagineers worked for years to try to get a mixture that would look just like actual bird droppings that could be shot down onto guests, but would wash off easily. That was what made it such an amazing project. It was not only were they trying to simulate the look, but they also had to make something that people could clean off of their clothes very easily. Truly amazing. Yeah, of course, the simulated bird poop used at thousands of theme park attractions around the world since then. Changed the industry forever. Here's Pirates of the Caribbean, which a lot of people want to ride right now before they make a lot of changes to it next year. Yeah, they're going to change the whole theme of the ride. Is going to be changed to eBay resellers. They wanted to really speak to this generation. A lot of kids today don't understand what a pirate is. They've never seen any movies or anything about pirates. They don't teach about pirates in schools. So, got to update it. Yeah, Resellers of Lake Buena Vista. It's going to be the new name. Yeah. Although I don't know. I think there's going to be some controversy about one of the scenes. There's an eBay auction scene, and I just don't know. I think people are going to be up in arms about it, I feel. I don't know if you guys knew this, but all that blown glass is actually made by a hot air balloon. They just put the, they push the balloon part off to the side, and they just hold the glass over the part with the flame on the balloon, and it just makes it. It's really cool. So I don't know if you know about this, but these flags represent all the original landowners of this land here in Florida that Marcus Ilios Disney's army defeated to claim the land to build the park on. And so all their flags were hung here in homage to their loss. Had to defeat the seven families of Kissimmee to claim this land in the name of Ilios Pizza. This is Pecos Bill, Tall Tale Inn and Cafe. The first place in the world to ever have a toppings bar. But originally it was an ice cream toppings bar. But it was weird because they didn't actually sell ice cream. And so people would get hamburgers and they throw, sprinkles and hot fudge and all those things on. It just wasn't working out. So eventually they were like, maybe we need like salsa and, pico de gallo, things like that. And eventually they changed it. But yeah, the hot fudge burger, not one of their best sellers. This is Splash Mountain. Recently won a poll, voted the least offensive theme park ride ever built. The vehicles are made of real logs, which they search the whole country for. People can actually submit logs that they find that they think would be good as vehicles for the ride on social media by using the hashtag #UseMyLogForSplash. And Disney will look at it and they'll think about it, and if they pick your log, they'll actually etch your name onto the log. Really cool. Yeah, and if your log sinks, if the one that you gave them sinks, you're financially responsible for that. And the Walt Disney Company can sue you. It might take them a while. Sometimes they're a little busy suing their third-party, restaurants and stores in their parks. But eventually they'll get to you. If you guys are enjoying our Incorrect History Walk, please hit the like button and please subscribe. We'll be live at all the Disney parks, sometimes correctly and incorrectly, telling you about what's going on. There he is, Bear Rabbit. Bear Rabbit, Bear Fox, and Bear Bear. Never really understood the names. I figure only the bear is a bear, but I don't know. Was the 1940s, was a weird time. I don't know. Above Splash Mountain is the Walt Disney, I'm never going to get that right. The Marcus Ilios Disney Railroad Station. Fun fact, the railroad is the only attraction in the park that has never missed a day of operation in the entire 49-year history of the park. It's never been closed. It's always open. It's also the only attraction that's open 24 hours a day. Because people need it to actually get around the Florida property. This is Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. It gets its name because the mountain is shaped like thunder. Yeah. So you've ever wondered, you always hear thunder, you never see it. It's really hard, but Imagineers built a device. They modeled the mountain after it. Yeah, everyone's seen lightning, but no one's ever seen thunder. Only Imagineers figured that out. And we're coming up on the 2 largest man-made bidets in the world. That's why it's off to the side up here, in case you want a little bit of privacy. You do have to keep your mask on while using them, though. Disney is requiring currently that you keep your mask on while using the world's 2 biggest man-made bidets. Shaped like thunder. That's crazy. How crazy. This is called Nugget Way. It was named after Elios's good friend Ronald McNugget, the founder of McDonald's and the creator of the Chicken McNugget. Oh, there's some bad weather rolling in, but Disney knows this because the weather is actually created by them. Thanks. There's a giant weather dome over the entire property that they control. That's why it always rains precisely at 3 o'clock, because it's completely controlled. It's not to be confused with the recent World Series of Poker bubble that existed here at Walt Disney World. That's why Coronado Springs is still closed. Because Coronado is set up for gambling, they use that to create the bubble and home for the end of the season of the World Series of Poker. Convention Center looks just like a casino. A lot of people waiting for their lunch at Pecos Bill. You see the board that shows you how to use mobile order. Sadly, mobile order only available to people using the iPhone 6. They haven't really figured out how to get it onto newer devices yet. Maybe soon. Here are the Country Bears, which were never going to close, and Disney was completely honest when they said that this wasn't going to close and they weren't going to put a Toy Story marionette show in here. Here's the Frontier Trading Post. It's called the Frontier Trading Post because you can trade stocks of the video game company Frontier in there. Yeah. This is the Frontierland Shooting Arcade. When it first opened in 1971, I guess we're given real guns with real bullets. And unfortunately, Mortimer Mouse had one of his ears blown right off. And so they decided to go to the electronic guns.
When coughing and sneezing, and maintain physical distancing. Thank you for your cooperation.
The Diamond Horseshoe is named in honor of Marcus Aurelius' Disney's horse, where he was so rich he could afford to put horseshoes made of actual diamonds on the horse's foot. He didn't even know the horse's name. He didn't, but he's like, if I'm going to have a horse, it's going to have diamond horseshoes. Yeah, the horse did not live a happy life, though. It turns out that diamond horseshoes are very uncomfortable. This path in the middle of Liberty Square, you see all these white little pieces in here. Those are actually the bones of past Disney executives. Once they are fired, their bones are crushed into small pieces and then used as gravel to fill in pathways. This is the Hall of Presidents, and everyone loves it. It's the most interesting attraction in all of the Disney parks, and no one ever has a problem with it, is what's really great. Everyone just leaves very happy, and it makes you really forget about the problems of the outside world, the real world. You leave all those troubles behind when you enter the Hall of Presidents. If they would catch people trying to steal merchandise in the park, here's where they would hold them up here. Yeah, the little one was if you stole like a lollipop or something under $5. The big ones were for anything over $5. This is the Columbia Harbor House, which gets its name from the Columbia Motion Picture Company, which owned this plot of land and refused to sell to Disney. And so when the park was built around their land, they decided to open a seafood restaurant called the Columbia Harbor House. This is right in the middle of the park. This is the Haunted Mansion. It's haunted by all 999 people who ever saw Stitch's Supersonic Celebration. Buried outside the attraction are the bodies of all the people scared to death by the ride. And also those few people who couldn't manage to get off of a moving walkway at the end of it. They're also buried here. By law, they have to be. This is the Haunted Mansion shop, Memento Mori. They originally wanted to call it Tuesdays with Maury, but we couldn't pass legal. This bridge above is actually an active roadway that's used to get construction materials into and out of the park when there are construction projects in the middle of the park. So when they were repainting the castle, all those cherry pickers and everything would drive over that bridge. If you're enjoying our Incorrect History Walk, please hit the like button and please subscribe. We'll be live from a Walt Disney World theme park. All this week we're doing these Incorrect History Walks, but we'll get back to our normal content in a couple days. Trying to do something fun and different. So these are the Rapunzel restrooms. These actually debuted 10 years before the film, and so the reason bathrooms don't appear in the movie is because it was cut from the movie, but the bathrooms were already built. They decided the bathroom scene was a little too much for the kids watching, so it was cut away. It's a small world in which all the props and everything are built at full size, and then Wayne Zielinski, with his shrinking ray, shrinks them down so they'll fit in the building, and that's why it's called It's a Small World. This is Peter Pan's Flight. Originally, it was called Peter Pan's Fright, and it was a scary ride. But then kids were too afraid, and so they had to redo it into Peter Pan's Flight. Way less scary. Here's where you can get some of that delicious Elio's pizza right here at the Village House. Yum. It tastes so much better than when I make it in the microwave at home. I don't know how they do it. It's the Disney magic. Yeah, I'm gonna come in here because it's a record cold day here in Orlando. It's negative 12 outside. So if you look at all these musical notes here on the ceiling, they actually are the musical notes from the television theme to Rawhide. Here is the Prince Charming Regal Carousel. All of these horses were carved by gnomes. Fun fact, this carousel originally wasn't here. Originally it was in Toledo, Ohio, next to a spaghetti factory. There was a spaghetti factory tour And at the end of the tour, you would be invited to ride the carousel.
Coughing and sneezing, and maintain physical distancing.
Here is
No, I want to get undercover before
I need to get my umbrella out, I think. I think it's gonna snow. I'll find my umbrella. There we go. Woo. All right. Got my umbrella. This is Princess Fairy Tale Hall. This originally used to be Snow White's Wild Ride, in which the seven dwarfs had built 7 different race cars, and Snow White would test drive them all, and you're invited to test drive them along with her. Then the second version, they let you design your own race car, and yeah, it wasn't very good though, that second version, which is why they closed it and made it a meet and greet. Why else would you close a ride and make it a meet and greet, right? It had to be a really, really terrible attraction to do that. Oh, Dumbo stuff. Oh, they're still stocking. Oh, there's an exit out here. Here are the castle walls, which are used in case the mermaids and beasts and small people of the forest ever try to rise up against Cinderella's kingdom. This would keep all of them out. Try to open my umbrella. This is the new Snow White attraction. This is the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. Actually considered the most intense Disney thrill ride ever built. So much so that there are now 2 versions of it. There is a orange and a green version, and you have to choose. The queue will split in half. You have to choose which one you're going to ride. I suggest the green. The orange it's just too intense. The cars do a full flip when you swing them. This is the Be Our Guest restaurant. Over the years, so many people complained about the food quality here at Disney that eventually Disney just gave up and was like, you think it's bad? Be our guest, you cook. And so they invite you to make your own dinner at Be Our Guest restaurant. Let's see which version of the ride these people picked. Oh, they picked less intense. Yeah, that's definitely the less intense version. Here is Gastons Tavern, which used to sell alcohol, but then CocaCola got mad. Even though their products aren't even sold here, they were just so mad that they were like, you know what, just to make you happy, we'll stop serving alcohol. Here's the a statue of when that happened. Here's the CEO of Coca-Cola stepping on a Disney executive and forcing him to sell Coke products, pouring the Coke products right out of the barrel. Of course, Coca-Cola barrel aged to perfection, as you know. Oh, this is cool. This is, if you open up the Play app and hit the right buttons, these animatronic figures will dance. I highly recommend it. It's very cool. These are missile silos in case anyone once again declares war on Disney for control of the land. Those missile silos will open up and fire. Oh, it's a shame. It's a shame this isn't open. This is Ariels Grotto. This is a world famous tiki bar. They have all sorts of cool things. They have they have a pearl drink that's served in a pearl. Sometimes you get a black pearl. They have hippopotami mai tais. All sorts of cool tiki drinks in here, but it's closed due to the pandemic. You know, sad. Also, it's home of the world's only concrete cinnamon roll. Concrete cinnamon roll. Walt Disney always wanted a concrete cinnamon roll, but Marcus Helios Disney always wanted a concrete cinnamon roll, but the technology just did not exist in his lifetime. Please hit the like button if you're enjoying our history walk today. Please subscribe if you haven't. We appreciate it. The more people like this, the more people can hear about the life and legacy of Marcus Helios Disney. Famed pizza maker, anthropologist, theme park designer, and legal counsel for AT&T. Oh, Legally Disney, thank you so much. Thanks. Yeah, I'm Todd Cormore. That's right, that's me. Here's Big Top Souvenirs, currently closed due to bed bugs. A lot of bed bugs in those pillow pals. Here's Dumbo, the flying elephant. When the attraction opened, there actually was no track, so you could just fly the elephants wherever you wanted. And then too many people were crashing elephants, so they just decided they had to attach them. They had to attach them. I know it's not very humane. I know it hurts the elephants, but it's for everyone's safety. They're real elephants now. Come on. They were real elephants when it opened. They're still real elephants. That's so mean. It's still raining? Well, maybe not. What I think is great is while almost dropped it. While they're building this Black Cauldron roller coaster back here, is that the railroad is still running. The railroad will just, when it comes by, it'll just go right through this fence and just take down the fence. The construction guys don't like it. It's pretty annoying. But it'll just go right through the fence and take it down. It'll just keep going. Yeah, and there's not even tracks here right now, and the train won't stop. It just goes right through there, and then the guys are like, "Oh man, not again!" And they put the fence back up. Of course, this is one of the most thematic show buildings they've ever done. It's themed to a BJ's Wholesale. It's themed to the world's tallest BJ's Wholesale. Pretty cool. There's a train. I don't know if we have time to wait, but it'll just plow on through here. You can't miss it. You'll hear it coming, especially without the tracks there right now. This canopy is actually made of the clothing of cast members who pass away on the job. They'll take their clothes and sew them into these canopies. Kate, it's very blatantly titled an incorrect history walk. I think people will figure it out. Here are some posters for the Storybook Circus, which usually performs in that big white tent at Disney Springs. If you ever wondered what that was for, I know it looks like it's been closed for a while, but no, the Storybook Circus is in there. Would I like to work for Disney? I don't know if I can after this. Oh, this is cool. If you look in the background here, there's a map of Epcot Center on opening day. Yeah, that's the Wonders of Life back there. And we've got Horizons. There's Horizons. Journey to Imagination. That's Electric Umbrella. That was a restaurant. And way back there is the Odyssey. Yeah. The numbers on these trains, these train cars, are actually the college football numbers of Marcus Elios Disney. He got thrown out of a lot of schools, so he had a couple different numbers through his career. We're almost at 400 like, guys. Come on, make it happen. For the incorrect, totally not real history walk, which I shockingly again have to clarify for everyone. These umbrellas that they're currently using at the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train are actually from another planet. That's there's a great umbrella shortage in 2020, and so they had to be imported from a planet on the outskirts of wild space.
You're approaching the unloading area. Please slow down and do not strike the car ahead.
Let's see how, get a good idea of how busy the park is based on how many cars are in the park parking lot here. There's a lot of cars in the parking lot today.
You're approaching the unloading area.
It's getting slow, though. Not a lot of... I don't see any cars arriving at the park right now. It's gotten pretty slow. Here is Cosmic Ray's Starlight Cafe. The original lounge singer was actually Steve Martin. Steve Martin got his start right here as a lounge singer at Cosmic Rays. Steve Martin, you can catch him currently on Main Street in the Opera House in Disney World, the first 49 magical years. Well, this is Star Traders. This is where you can buy and trade stock of Star Industries, which was a company run by the late Iron Man, Tony Starr. I'm not even going to make a park capacity joke. Someone will take it seriously. And we got some cool shirts here. Here's the Simpsons. I have a Simpsons shirt. What else we got here? The woman without a mask on shopping. We have a Tiger King shirt, and here are the characters from Gravity Falls. Here we have Tom and Silver on here. Yeah, that movie famous for Hi-Ho Silver, away! Originally from that movie. Here is the Tomorrowland No Mover. It's famous as the only ride in the world that never moves. Here's the Anti-Gravities, which prepares their ice cream in a really cool way. They prepare it in it's completely gravity-free chamber, just behind the counter where they put together your sundae. It's really challenging, but I find it really enhances the flavor of the ice cream. Highly recommend it. Here's a kiosk for the Disney Vacation Club. Yeah, this is a really cool service where if people around you are annoying you, you can rent out a club and swing it at them. And that's why there's so many kiosks, because they know so many guests are annoying that everyone's gonna want one. And so it's really hard to get in. Club sells out all the time. Yeah, if you stand here long enough, these mechanical palm trees will actually move. You should just try it. Your next time you visit, just stand here until they move. Here is Space Mountain, which you can go inside, and it's a big empty space. If your park's too much, it's too crowded, and you need some space, you go in here, and it's this big concrete hollow space. You just get away from people for a bit. I'm mean today. Oh, there's Buzz Aldrin. Buzz Aldrin is out meeting guests. Spelled Aldrin wrong. Here is the carousel of progress. Inside, they show you how amusement park carousels have changed over the years. They haven't changed much though, so it's a weird attraction. I don't really get it. Oh, we're losing viewers. People aren't getting it. People aren't getting it. Oh boy. Here's Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin. This was originally an airport. But it was really hard to land. It wasn't very big. So they decided just to use Orlando International instead. It was much easier. Much easier. Here is the Merchant of Venus. It's the only place on property you can get Venus razors for ladies. It is. Hi, how's it going?
Great to meet you.
Good to meet you too. Thanks so much.
On your content. Leading up to this trip, we did a lot of research, and it's a lot of pleasure. So
Thanks. No problem. Glad you appreciate it.
Yep.
Have a good one. So this was originally 20,000 leagues under the sea. These are the portholes from the submarine here on this wall. And the whole building would dive underwater. It's real cool. And then across the way was home of the Timekeeper, which starred Bernie Williams of the New York Yankees and George Wendt from Cheers. For the rest of the stream, I should say I'm a different YouTuber. Oh my god. Are people this offended about this? It's labeled. People don't know how to have fun, man. It literally says incorrect in the title. I'll tell you what, here's what we're gonna do. If you want more of these to happen, you gotta hit that like button. You gotta hit the thumbs up. And if you don't, you gotta hit the dislike. And that's how we'll know if we're gonna keep doing these or not. And I will find a way to more clearly label them for people who don't want to read the title. right, well, I think that's gonna do it for today. Oh, well, we mull over if we're gonna keep doing these or not. But hope everyone had a good time, and we'll see you one way or the other. We'll see you tomorrow.